Do you like new mechanics? Not a mechanic you go and get your shop to. Well, this is an MTG channel. We're not talking about a mechanic that fixes your car. We're talking about the mechanics of the game. And in Dragonstorm, Dragonstorm, we have some awesome new mechanics. And today I want to talk about the one that is specifically for Jeskai, which is called Flurry. It's Flurry, and it's in the Jeskai, so it's going to be in those colors. So red, white, blue would be the ones that would have it, or be more apt to play it. And it's a really cool ability, and basically it says this. Flurry is whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature or this whatever happens. So the one I was looking at says this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. But there's whenever you cast your second spell. So let's talk about this a little bit. It's really cool. It's a nice ability, and it resolves pretty easily because it doesn't matter if the spell is resolved or not. So you can cast 2 spells that get countered, but the second you cast that second spell, it triggers. And it goes into it, and you get those triggers and abilities. So you have lots of different ones that do that. So like Devoted Duelist is the one I'm talking about the most, that says whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. And specifically, this is going to say Flurry, and it's an ability, and they each has different effects and abilities. It's a triggered ability, so whenever you cast that spell, the trigger happens. So the second you cast that second spell, the trigger goes on the stack. So if it's, if there's a Flurry ability that says whenever you cast your second spell, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you cast a second spell, create a creature. I believe there is a spell that does that. There are lots of different ones. So you can do that, and when you do that, you trigger the ability and it happens and it resolves. Even if the person counters it. The only way that it can be stopped is if there is a spell that, like a stifle effect, or a creature like Tashana Tidebiter that can counter the ability of the person, or the creature or the ability of if there's an enchantment that does it, any of that. So that is what Flurry is. Flurry is a new ability that allows you, whenever you cast your second spell, it's going to trigger it. It's probably going to be in your white, red, or blue colors. Specifically, I've seen most of them in the red and blue, I believe. But there also could be some in white as well. Keep that in mind when you're building your decks and building different things for your pre-releases and your drafts and stuff like that. Flurry, new ability, that's really good. And when all it takes is to cast that second spell, you don't have to have had any of the spells resolved. That just triggers whenever you cast that second spell. So if you have, let's go back to the Devoted guy that I was talking about. If you cast, what is his name? Devoted Duelist. If you cast him first, it's 2 mana. So you cast him first and he triggers. Then you cast a second spell after him, his ability triggers, because that is the second spell. So a lot of times there's ways you can do it where you could cast the ability that has the spell that has Flurry on it first, then cast a secondary spell behind it so you can trigger the ability. Make sure you kind of sequence it right so you can get the best abilities and triggers as well. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Flurry? Do you think it's a good ability? Do you like the ability? I know we've seen some things similar, but we have a specific ability called Flurry now. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature deals 1 damage each opponent, or this creature deals this, or this does this. There's going to be several of them, so let me know, what do you think of this ability? Do you like this ability or not as a good ability? And what decks are you going to run it in? As always, thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.